Can I get 20 McChickens?
You said 20 McChickens?
Yup.
Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
First window, please.
Okay.
It's cliche to say, but one of the most common things we do is judge a book by its cover. With no knowledge of what a person's seen, been through, or going through, we place our own opinions on people. How I began doing the work that I do was actually a complete accident. I had a thought that I can go out and get random people to try my food. The homeless community was not my target. This is how I know I'm exactly where God wants me to be and doing what He wants me to be doing. I went out one day to hand out a few free meals and saw homeless people sitting on curbs, making homes out of bus stops, and building communities with tents. Initially, I was a bit nervous to interact with them because of the way they might smell, dressed, and simply because they live on the street. In my head, they probably would be willing to do anything to get a step ahead of the next person. And how quickly did God humble me? You see, I've been this type of person my whole life, on the camera or off the camera. It don't change who I am. I'm the person everybody call when they need help. I'm the person who would give my last to somebody and then figure out my own situation later. I remember the feeling I had my first time sitting next to somebody less fortunate than me and sharing a meal with them. They appreciated the meal, but they appreciated the conversation even more. And I say that because a lot of times as I'm sitting and I'm talking to people about their story, they don't even eat until we finish talking and I walk away. This experience was different. When I pulled up, somebody who I had talked to before came up to me and asked me, was I giving out food today? Now I said no because 4 other people walked up with them and I only had enough for 3. I got back in my car, I went to the closest food spot I could find, bought food, and came back. I wish y'all could hear the reactions because they were so appreciative.
This guy in particular had told me he did 17 years in prison and just got out. He was still trying to find his way and figure things out.
I make these videos because everybody got a story, and I don't believe that nobody deserves to be judged based on what they've been through, what they're going through, or what they made it through. We all just products of our environment trying to create a new one. For anybody who may watch my content, who may enjoy it, for anybody who don't enjoy it, feel like I do it for the wrong reasons, I just need you to understand this. We got to lead by example. I do these things in hope that somebody watching may feel inspired to do the same thing. Somebody I walk up to and talk to may feel inspired to go help the next person. That's what this is all about. We all we got. Just because you don't know a person personally, you didn't grow up with them, y'all may not be the best of friends, that does not mean that you cannot help that person through what they're going through or help out however you can. For me, that's a meal and a conversation and some prayer. For you, it may be something different. I'm not sure. That's up to you to figure that out and then put it out into the world. And hopefully you can also inspire somebody to do something better. As I always say, go out and be legendary. Don't wait on good things to happen. You go out and make them happen. It's Legend Miv signing out. Thank you to everybody for watching, sharing, liking, commenting. I appreciate it all. But it's not about me. It's about the people in need, struggling to find somewhere safe to put their head at night, struggling to find their next meal, struggling to find shelter when it rains, snow, hail. It's about letting people know that God is always with them no matter what they're going through, and to never lose their faith in the man above. I'm just simply doing God's work. Now I want to tell y'all a story about the rest of these people that I met while out doing God's work. This man here, who did the 17 years in prison, told me that there was a man who cleaned up the area who was also homeless. I offered him some food, but he didn't take it. Instead, he told me, I appreciate your service. I appreciate the work you're doing. We need it. You see me waving to him in the video. I started running out of sandwiches to give, but I still had 3 meals that I cooked with my own 2 hands in my car. I was saving them for somebody special. So as I ran out of meals, a man came up to me. I told him that I was out of sandwiches, but I had something special for him, and I told him to walk with me and follow me to my car. While walking to my car, I talked to him a little bit. He told me that he was almost 80 years old and that he had been homeless, living on the streets of Houston for 40 years. In my mind, that just sounded crazy To be homeless without nowhere for sure to lay your head at night for 40 years, I couldn't imagine the pain that he was going through, the thoughts that was going through his head, and I really just wanted to commend him for keep fighting. Although we may not understand how someone could let this happen to themselves, I try not to focus too much on that. Instead, I try to help him where I can. When we got to my car, we continued having a small conversation, and I asked him a little bit about his past, what happened, what led him to being out here, and then I proceeded to go ahead and give him the food. When he opened the box, he couldn't believe it. I know I don't look like your typical chef, but your boy can throw down a little bit. He tasted the food and he just said, wow. And he said, I'm not going to eat it all right now. I'm going to eat a little bit and I'm going to save it for later. I'm going to space it out. I had to respect that. I was just happy that I can help this man. 80 years old, over 40 years on the streets. I couldn't imagine. God, I don't know what you're doing in my life right now, but I'm being obedient and I'm going to continue to walk in the steps that you order me in. I don't have too many more words for y'all. I really just want y'all to enjoy this video because words do not do justice to the inspiration that I probably put into this man's life. Once again, though, it's not about me. It's about doing God's work. Peace.